What's up, YouTube? Welcome back for more BT8 things. This time we've got a budget-ish version of Armor Purge. There's no super high rarity. Yes, they are gorgeous. No, I'm not hunting them down because everybody and their brother is trying to hunt down highest rarity armor right now. Maybe as the format goes on and things get a little cheaper, maybe, but right now I don't need super high rarity, especially after you guys saw what red looked like for me. That deck was insanely high rarity. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. The most high rarity thing or non-budget friendly is going to be the Davis. I think it has to be played because it's such a good card. So that's really the big thing for the deck that's not budgety. But everything else is insanely cheap to play. This is also pre-starter deck 10 with the Imperial Dramon for the Veemon that are coming in that because they are amazing. So I'll end up going over what we would take out for those as we go through the deck profile. So we've got 5 Demi Veemon, 3 of the one that says when it's unspended you get 1,000 because him with Raidramon and him with your cards like Armor Texture are insane. He's actually really, really nuts. And then you have 2 of the Demi Veemon. Honestly, the 2 Demi Veemon that give jamming. Since we're not going to be playing the expensive rare jamming one, this is okay. But personally, if you're playing the jamming one where it's a little more expensive, the rare from BT1, you could honestly change this to where it's like 3 of this and 2 of this. It's really interchangeable to me. So let's get into our ton of level 3s because this is just really rookie rush on crack. We've got 1 Veemon from BT1. He, again, when it's unspended, you draw a card. I personally think the utility of the 1 of is really good. 3 of the Veemon from EX1. When this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, you gain a memory. Again, really, really good card. This is right now, again, because this is pre-BT or ST10 for the starter deck, this is only 49 cards total right now. So what I would do personally is drop these 2, and then that open 49th slot, make those 3 of the Veemon from the starter deck. Or even if you really wanted to, only play 1 of the EX1, open slot, and then these 3 turn the 4 total into the starter deck ones because they are actually really, really good. So that's honestly where that will end up, is 2 to 3 of these will become the starter deck ones. Then we have the first starter deck Veemons. He has no warping ability in this deck since we're not playing any of the Ulforce, but he does have, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand when attacking, you draw 1. So the utility for the draw 1 is really why he is played, also because he is a Veemon name. Everything evolving over Veemon costs less in this deck, and that's really what we're going for. Then we have 4 of the new BT8 Veemon revealing top 4. You add 1 2-color blue card among them to your hand, place the remaining on the bottom. So everything in this deck really is just trying to fuel your way as fast as you can into your level 4s, which we play 90% of the deck is all level 4s. Or, I mean, good 30%, whatever. 1 Halseymon, because when evolving over anything, you do get to, or when you attack, you get to delete a level 3 of your opponent's Digimon. That utility in this kind of format is really, really good. Just the fact that, like, if they just armor purged or anything, and they've left their level 3, you attack into their security, delete the level 3. I think the 1 of Halseymon is insane. 4 Raidramon. Yes, he is called Lydramon in the English translations. I will have no clue why, since in the English translations for the show it was Raidramon, but we'll not worry about that. He is here to Evo over Veemon for 2, and then when you Evo, you suspend one of your opponent's level 4 or lower. Insane card. Super, super good card. Just really, really good card. Then we have 4 of our Flame Drum. This is going to be our main attacker for the deck. He gets 3,000 for the turn, so he is a 2 Evo cost over Veemon, since he is our only at level 3. Then he swings for 8k, and then does his Armor Purge shenanigans if he's about to die. Then you basically have the boss monster of the deck. Yes, we're playing 2 level 5s, but I will honestly call Magnumon our boss monster because he has blocker, he has his armor purge, he also has, when digivolving, you unsuspend him, then you get plus 2000 DP until the end of your opponent's next turn for each card with armor form in its traits in your trash. So even turn 3 and 4, like turn 2, 3, whatever, you can have 3, 4, and 5 armors in the discard pile. God, I'm so used to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. In the discard pile, trash, recycle bin, where this thing becomes like a 15k blocker for the turn. And he's a level 4. He's huge. The Magnumon, he truthfully is insane. And then his level X in BT9 is gross. We'll go across that next format when that next set when that comes out. Then we do play 2 level 5s. We play 2 Shakumon. This card's really good for even late game evoing over a Magnumon over any of your blues or yellow, like blue, yellow, whatever. Everything is blue, so he evolves over all of them. You can even have certain situations where you can DNA Digivolve into this for the blue and yellow for free and get both his effects, but he has the Recovery 1, which can be really, really good just to help your situations out. So he's an 8k level 5 with Recovery. Then he also has the ability to where you return 1 Digimon your opponent controls equal to or less than the number of your security as their level back to your opponent's hand. It's really good. It's really insane. And that last effect for the returning is only if you DNA into him, which, again, there's going to be situations where you can. Should you? Probably not, but it happens. So we've got 3 Davis. Again, this is the only part of the deck that really is not budget friendly because these things as a rare and because that set was pretty hard to find are pretty expensive. But they are also being reprinted at set 10 in a starter deck, which is awesome for people as a full art. He looks gorgeous as a full art. Then we have 4 of our Davison Ken. This is the new Tamer. This card's great. If you have a blue Digimon and or a green Digimon at the beginning of your at the start of your main phase, you gain 1 memory. So, which everything is blue, so almost every turn you're going to be gaining a memory. So if you have him and him, you're going to start with 4 every single turn. If you have your Raidramon at the beginning, and since it says it's at the beginning of your main phase, you do get your raising phase first, which moves everything up. Then you get this effect. Then when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with 2 or more colors, you can suspend this to unsuspend that Digimon. So there's so many interactions where having two of these, it can and an armor texture can truthfully be an OTK on your opponent. Like, you just win. The cards are so dumb. This deck is so fast. Options, we're going to start with the basics, the blues. We've got 3 Hammer Spark and an Ice Wall. Still things to increase yours for your memory, as well as controlling your opponent's game state with the Ice Wall. Then we have 3 armor texture. In testing, truthfully, I've found that it kind of clogged if we were playing more than 3. 3 has been a perfect number as I was testing it out. It's great. So armor texture lets you trash the top of one of your Digimon, so get rid of the armor. Then you digivolve one of your Digimon into it from your hand and unsuspend it. That is not a once per turn effect. Also, if it's in security, you get to play a level 3 card, level 3 Digimon from your hand with free, which all of your Vmon are free. 4 of your Fire Rocket. This is your main staple option card. You get plus security attack +1. Again, with this, plus armor texture, plus your Ken and Davis, like, you truthfully can OTK your opponent. And it's not even funny how fast it can go. I have watched this deck do it on turn 2. It's so insane how fast this deck can truthfully go. Then we have 3 Plasma Shot to help control your opponent's board by just getting rid of your opponent's Digimon. You get rid of 1 that's 4,000 or less, then your opponent gets -1,000 for the turn for each card with armor trait in its trash. Again, is really good because if you have like 3 or 4 in trash, you're getting rid of 4Ks off the table. Like, it's really good. The card can just clear a board of rookies like it's nothing. And this is a personal tech for me. I love Lightning Blade. Again, all of these cards are only usable for any time as long as you have an armor trait Digimon on your side of the table. It basically makes it a rainbow option card, so all of them have that effect. But this gives piercing as well as 2000 DP, so giving this plus Fire Rocket to your freaking Flame Drum is piercing plus security attack +1. Then you can play armor texture, delete him, play another one, and just keep swinging. And he'll still have piercing as well as the security attack +1. It gets really nuts, but this is a regular one of is insane to me. I truthfully, I've seen a lot of decks just exclude this for their lists. I don't know why when this card does exactly what it does, and then if it's in security, you just suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. The card is nuts. But that's the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Again, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to let me know what you guys think, and hit that sub button if you guys already haven't. Peace, guys.